Hey guys, iRacing here back today with another iRacing video. Now, this week marks the new season release for iRacing, Season 3 in fact, and it's quite a whopper. Lots of content to process and go through, and lots of updates to many cars, and some new stuff brought to the service, including a little thing called a Porsche GT3 car. That's irrelevant. What I'm more interesting is these little tiny things. This is the new Formula V. It's a new rookie car to go alongside the Mazda Cup car. So what this car basically is a little tiny single-seater that's designed to go obviously alongside the Mazdas in the rookies class in iRacing, powered by a little tiny 1.2 litre Volkswagen engine. So probably about 100-ish horsepower, but it does weigh absolutely nothing. Semi-slick tyres on the thing as well, so pretty grippy, despite having no aerodynamics to speak of at all. It's a chassis with some suspension and wheels, hooked up to a 4-speed manual gearbox. First impressions of the car after qualifying, very, very fun, very, very spicy car. Really wants to spit out on you under braking, which I've got to watch out for during the race. Has a lot of snap to it, but then you can use that braking to really counteract the understeer from just the lack of aerodynamics at the front, which is what makes this car fun. A car like this, you don't need any aero. You're not going quick enough for it to work anyway. As you see me just smack over the curb there. This being a tiny little car, the curbs do really kill it, to be honest. It's pretty unsettling hitting the curbs at a bad angle. And you're seeing there a little puff of smoke. That's actually designed in. These cars are sort of known for their puffs of smoke in real life. So they sort of modelled them in. It's not doesn't affect anything, doesn't affect your performance or however much power comes from the engine. But it's just a little detail which iRacing have gone to. See me there, missed the apex on my second lap. The second lap was actually slower than the first lap. I did a 12.3. Thank you, game drivers. Very cool. But yeah, I'm going to head off into the race now, and should be a ton of fun, this. Probably not going to survive it, but I'm looking forward to it anyway. Right. Place your bets, guys. Where are we going to get murdered? Standing start. Red lights. Green flag. Lots of wheel spin on the start, and up through the gears we go very slowly as we try and get those whopping 100 horsepowers down onto the tarmac. Now up to turn 1. Tyres cold. Cold tyres on this car are absolutely lethal. We're already round. Trying to avoid the carnage. Oh! Lots and lots of carnage on the start there. Right, so attempt 2. After making the mistake of qualifying in the first race, I've decided to skip the quali and start at the back of the grid for the next race. Hopefully a bit less carnage, and hopefully we might actually be able to survive more than one corner. Right, standing start, here we go. We're going to take it very easy into turn 1. Just try and make our way through and pick our way through the carnage. Where we try and put the whopping 1.2 litre engine down on the tarmac. Now up to turn 1. Let's see if we have a bit less carnage this time. So I'm going to hang back and watch the carnage unfold. How many cars have we got going off? None. Nobody went off. We survived. Everybody survived turn 1. What about if we head down into the left-hand kink? And there's one. Oh, we're gone as well. Cold tyres. Where's the track gone? There it is. That was just me being an idiot. On cold tyres. Yeah, first thing to know about this car is the cold tyres are pretty spicy. They take a sort of lap to warm up. I probably should have backed out of that there. That was a big old spin. Right, let's even try and make some time up. So, coming through the back sector. Oh, car's very, very spicy. We're seeing it moving around so much at the back. They're going to sit in a slipstream. You're seeing the puffs of smoke there. That's actually intentional from iRacing. It's nothing to do with the car being damaged or losing power, engine failure. It's just part of the graphics options for this car, which is a cool little aspect. Just adds to that bit more immersion. Also, the gearbox is a bit crunchy. You have to really make sure you get the clutch in at the right time to make the shift. Now, Nico's had a pretty poor run through turn 1. We're going to see in a situation. Where's he going to go? He's going to take the inside. We've got the run. We're going to take the outside. Hopefully, small lift this time, just to make sure we get through. First big braking zone. Oh, the understeer. Falling out of the rev range there. We're slowing that. The car's just slow. You stick your foot down and sort of nothing happens. You don't really expect it. Now through the gears we go again. 4th gear, just before the hill. It's a bit of an awkward gear shift there. You want to keep the power on the high revs, but you hit the limiter before the top of the hill. It's actually quicker just to shift through the double right hand around the back of the track. Oh, smack that curb. I love Alton Park. So great in these little fun cars. More yellow flags up ahead. Henry's off from P3. Oh, we came in very hot there. We take another place from Alex. And Henry's going to dive into the pits. We do have a fast repair available should we get into a big old collision. Again, missing that 4th gear shift. To try and have a decent first lap. He got turned in so early for turn 1. Not used to it. And just look at the momentum we've lost. Again, in these low-powered cars, it's all about keeping the momentum. He's on the right. Car's moving around so much. He's going to be later on the brakes. Maybe we can try and get the switch back on exit. Which we do nicely. Very good, very good. He's still there. Smoke up ahead. Whoa! That's interesting. I gave him enough space there. But that's a scary collision to happen. Wheel to wheel. Anyway, we move on. A little bit of a gap ahead of us now. So the race has only 8 minutes left. I believe it's only a 12-minute race this. So we'll try and catch the guys ahead. Maybe pick up a few places should we have any collisions up ahead. Oh, the understeer. Catch the grass on the exit. This car, if you correct it too much, just snaps the other way straight away. It's pretty tricky to drive. And for a rookie's car, it's it'll definitely sort the drivers out that need to learn. And to be honest, jumping into a car like this is great for then if you want to move on to more sketchy cars such as the Indy car, the Indy Lights, even the F1 cars.
Nice rejoining.
Another person off ahead. Oh, brake a bit late, brake a bit light as well. Another place gained, probably up into the top 10 now. Meanwhile, there's some beautiful singing in the voice chat. You're loving the performance there, Nuno. Now, as we can try and maybe take the position here, it could be damaged as well, given he was complaining about someone rejoining. As he goes off into the grass, yeah, that confirms our suspicions. Oh, he's not having a good time of it. We snap the curb and the car moves around even more. This car's just never planted. Of course, it sort of drives a bit like the Skippy, if the Skippy had no wings. Although, not that the Skippy's wings do much. Just drives exactly how you would expect it. Just like a little mini go-kart, really, with a little bit more power than a go-kart. And here comes Marion in our mirrors, 0.4 seconds behind, sorry. We're up to P9 now. Just dab the brakes, turn it into turn 1. Use all the exit curb available. Nuno's Marion's using a bit more. This being week 13, obviously off tracks don't really matter too much. Now we can finally get maybe some clear air running. Oh, I say that. Brakes are a bit difficult to get used to. We're going to be vulnerable from attack here. It's the Alpine liveried. Of course, there's already F1 liveries. And now we're going to sit in the slipstream. Tow is actually pretty powerful in this car. Being so low powered, any sort of slipstream is just going to give you such a big advantage. Now, given the slipstream, we've got to maybe scrub up a bit more speed through here. Luckily, these cars have absolutely no downforce, so no dirty air when following, which is pretty nice for single-seaters. And you see, we're just gaining slowly, slowly, slowly. Oh, big face full of smoke from that engine as well. There's someone else off ahead. Is that Marcus? It is. That's a position gained. And in the slipstream, then we've got a couple of back markers coming up now. This could get interesting.
1 minute 12.153.
Oh, we've used a bit too much curb on the inside. Have to chuck it down to third. Nico's going to come back to us soon. Down the hill once again. Just easy on the steering. Again, in these cars, it's all about keeping the momentum. The minute you start making one mistake, you just lose that time all the way through the lap, especially at tracks like this where it's all high-speed corners.
Flag. Copy.
It's
left,
pretty scary.
left.
Some beautiful singing there in the voice chat once again. Going to get a little bit of a toe off the back marker here. Hopefully he gets out of our way.
Go left.
Thank you very much. Right, let's see if we can try and maybe think about a move on Marion at some point. Loving the heel toe on this car. It's a shame the Mazda, the original Ricky's car, is now being made a sequential gearbox, which I'm extremely disappointed in. I know it's realistic, and I know they've changed it to how the real car is, but I can't help but miss that manual thing. There's a car up ahead, and Marion's, we go straight through him. We just ghosted straight through him. Are we damaged? Whoa, we just like completely committed a murder. I'm pretty sure we just netcoded through him. But Nuno got absolutely killed. He ain't gonna be in rush hour 3. Well, we got 4 minutes left, so about 2 or 3 laps, and we've sort of
My car's fucked.
stuck a bit behind the pack right now, and very far ahead from the people behind. Sort of the last place runner that hasn't been completely destroyed, although we did phase through another car. Although Tristian's off ahead, and so is the back marker. Whoa! We somehow avoid it. Get in gear. There we go. We finally find the gear. It was there somewhere all along. I was about to say we might catch Tristian up ahead if we made a mistake, but then I go and lose about half a minute just trying to find the gears. That's what I was saying about the gearbox. You've got to really make sure you put it into gear, so no quick shifts in this car. You've got to really treat it like a road car when changing gears. Just slide it out. I would say on the power, but the lack of power doesn't really help when you're trying to drift the car. You can get the wheels spinning, but really not excessively. Now we're up to P8. Okay, not bad given we started 22nd on the grid. Just sort of avoiding the carnage for the most part. So we'll try and maybe carry a bit more speed through here. I get the feeling just a little small dab of the brakes there, just to help the car rotate. Despite this car having a front brake bias, 67%, they're still pretty spicy on the rear brakes. It's actually got drum brakes on the rear of the car, which is interesting to say the least in modern times. But just all adds to the fun factor and just the ridiculousness that is this car. Right, so we should have 2 laps to go. So I think I'll take you through a lap this time. So we'll try and get a decent lap time in, just to sort of see what our pace is and just have a rough idea. I mean, I've seen lap times in the 110s, the 109s in fact. My best lap is currently a 112.1, but we have sort of not really have much clear running. So see how much speed we can carry through. As I said, just dab with the brakes, wait for the understeer to peel off, and just bring it to the outside. Maybe definitely carry a bit more speed, sort of miss the second apex there. Then this last corner is pretty scary, hard on the brakes.
I like that move there, Ben, but it was a good race while it lasted.
Oh, just about avoid the grass on exit. It's felt like a half decent lap. 1 lap to go. Got a little bit of a toe here as well, so this lap might be a bit quicker. 11.7, not too bad, not too shabby. Trying to use too much inside curb and then just use all the outside curb. Why not? Those 1Xs, they can tally up as much as they want. We're really gaining in the toe now on Lucas. Car gets a bit sketchy when you're at that high speeds in the toe. Now, maybe we can think about a move. I mean, he's a back marker, so he might just jump out of the way, but we might want to fight this. Fourth gear, the toe.
Left, please.
Really, really helping us now. We're going to get a nice slingshot. Thank you very much, Lucas, for the let past. See how much speed we can carry it. Just dab with the brakes, turn it in, slide it through. Perfect. Actually hitting the second apex as well. Pretty good. Just one more corner to go. Maybe we can even think about maybe a 111.5. Oh no, we missed the apex in the last corner. It's going to ruin our exit to the line. Take the line of least resistance on the inside. Just leave it in third. Cross the line. A 111.6, not the best lap time in the world, but oh, this car's pretty good.
You did really well.
Loved it.
So there we are, guys. There's sort of my first race in the new Formula V for iRacing. It's pretty fun. Probably might do some maybe some fun nights, or just as a time when want to have some. So there we are, guys. There's the new Formula V for iRacing. It's pretty fun. Very, very slow, but what it lacks in power, it definitely makes up for in the fun factor as we go spinning round at turn 1 there. Still kicking myself for that. Rookie mistake for a rookie series as well, must add. Yeah, and it's free. And you can't complain anything about free content in iRacing, especially when it is
mate,
as good as this. Hope you all enjoyed this sort of video, found it a little bit more informative. As I said, there'll definitely be a video on the Porsche coming out, probably tomorrow as well. So, keep an eye on that. Have a really awesome rest of your day. If you have enjoyed at any point, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to as well. Check out my Twitch in the description below. Yeah. See you next time.
What
Bye.
a send, Henry.